There we go. We're starting to see some of the cars roll off. 2 by 2 they go. Everyone pulling in the pit lane. Pretty clean. I think I saw one car get a little pop right there. Starting up front, the number 15, Matt White. That's the Royal Simsport car. On the outside is another one of his teammates, the number 88 of Michael Mooney. Behind him, another one of his teammates in the 37. The first Sims2Serious esports racing car is the number 00. Right there in the upkeep Chevrolet. Row number 3, Cody Dempster in the Sims2Serious eSport racing car. Then you got Andrew Ball, Stephen Mioch in the Smarter Morons racing machine. Behind him is the 62 of Cody McCauley, who's running as an independent. We keep working our way back towards the front, though. There they come, working their way closer to the flag. Pace car is in. Clean start up front, it looks so far. The number 15 is going to pull away. The 66 of Dempster is going to go right behind the number 37 of Christopher Darling up front. Let's see, Red's going to move to the inside line as they move down into turn number 1. Pretty clean through the field. Everyone being mostly patient out here. Up front, though, Rhett moved into the number 2 position. Number 37 diving down below. It looks like he's having a problem. Is he going to try to merge back up? Already an issue, it looks like, for that number 37 car. Up front, Matt White, he's got a pretty good lead. Working our way back. 37 seems to have just completely dropped off towards the back of the field. Maybe just trying to take it easy. Everyone else up front looking like they're trying to get into a single file line on the inside. On the outside, though, it looks like those number the 00, who may have led the first lap. What a great start for the S2S team. Right up front, you have 3 teammates working together. The 15 lost his pusher, and the 00 and the 66 right behind him to start things off. Great start for Dempster and company. Andrew Ball as a substitute for Tommy Baldwin. And Tommy Gossett's going to slide behind at 62 of Cody McCauley. To third. We started on the pole, and as we led a lap so far. Every lap has been led by the 00, but the 15.
Car Carolina squadron.
There he goes. Tries it again, the 15 to the front. But out from the number 62, not quite able to clear. Oh, he gets loose right there, big time loose. From the number 15, the 21's going to squeeze into the middle. They're 3 wide up front. Looks like everyone's going to keep it into one single piece. Someone striking towards the back, but big move, big moment for that number 15. Able to save it, and I think that's the danger of that front end. You're taking advantage of iRacing, the lack of iRacing physics, and trying to make your car faster. Maybe he made it a little too loose. He's going to try to help that 21. Push the 62 towards the front. I think that 15 was better off leading. At the front, though, the 00 keeps on leading these laps. Ooh, another moment for that 21 car. A couple of these cars look really loose up front. He got really close to smacking Andrew Ball on the side. Cody Dempster. Oh, well, a lot of these cars very loose going into the corners. He doesn't have to tighten up. We have very low temperatures and we're seeing very high speeds. Seeing a lot of cars just look like they're floating right now. You know, I want to give a lot of credit to some of these single teams or single car teams, or maybe teams that are running single-handedly, like that number 95 team. We just had an interview with him before. To start this race. Oh, it looks like the 21 car is blinking again. Let's see who that was. Definitely, yep, definitely the 21 car blinking towards the back of the field. Let's see if we can find him here. Something may have happened. I think he may have blown an engine. Nope, no caution here yet, but it looks like the 21 has blown an engine. And that's unfortunate. Let's see what happened there. No caution again, but disappointing to say the very least for that 21 team. Back in front, though, Brett Nichols continues to lead the way. He's the only car on the bottom. Or sorry, he's not the only car on the bottom. He's got everyone on the bottom, with the 15 being the only car up front on the tie side. Gotta tell you what, it's been a pretty clean race. But can they do it for a whole 200 laps? It's yet to be seen. We're only working through that lap number 9 so far. Oh, the 15 guys. When he's leading, he is so fast thanks to that brake and physics. He just is able to kind of cut through the air a little bit different, while the 00, who looks sealed off to the ground, is not actually able to cut it as well. He's going to lose the lead going into turn number 3. The 62 all over the 15's bumper. Everyone's loose as well, trying to file out and slim out towards the back. The 15, he still wants the lead. He's got 3 S2S cars lined up in a row at the stripe. It looks like it's going to be the 15 who will lead his first lap of the race. Great job by Matt White to lose your drafting partner, lose the lead early, but finally get your lap led all the way back from 4th. He's been doing it with very little help. That 62 car is giving a lot of help now, but trying a lot of different things. There's Cody. He's looking to the inside. They're going to be 3 wide. Maybe Rhett's going to file back in. There he goes. But he may have just been trying to breathe in. The 62 is going to clear the 00, leaving the 95 pretty much all alone on the outside with Jonathan Cogswell. Oh, the 64 Mullins back there. Another one of those independent car teams. Guys doing all they can. Have good racing. 00 Rhett now falling back to 3rd after leading the first 9 laps of this race. Now kind of hanging back in 3rd, and then upbeat Chevrolet. Getting plenty of air under them. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle there. Down the back straightaway, there you go. What makes this league different? A lot of leagues have fixed setups or fixed setup racing. This league running a very different schedule, runs a very open setup. Figured it's the only way to keep it fair and keep it concise. And that allows some variant heights. We see cars that are not quite sealed off. We see cars that were never trying to be sealed off, so they're trying to be as far off the ground as possible. And we see a lot of different teams. You can see that number 5. Mikey Bryant with Craig Bryant and Todd Bryant, 1, 2, and 3 with each other. These guys are all brothers, and they're all teammates. Currently running right in a row with Cody Wing right in front of him. Sitting right there in the center of his teammates. Brian Rivers racing just a couple of weeks ago. I want to give a shout out to them. A big old thank you for joining the league, and a big old welcome. A little bit of a moment for that 5 car. Maybe swinging to see what's happening. As we move a little bit further back, there's the 54 Galloping Esports team. One of 2 cars entered into the series for Galloping Esports. He was without his teammate, though, the 24. It's 54, Tim Weinkoff. Kind of running all alone. This matte black line green numbers. You can see him towards the front. There's the 57, the 88, the 35, and as we keep working our way back, you can start to see some of these Royal Esport cars all running in a row towards the back of the field. And Zach Howell, one of the independent teams. It looks like JT Bull may have, yes he did, he has disconnected, leaving us with only 25 left on track. So 34 cars entered the league. They have either paid their dues or made it apparent that they were going to be a part of this race, and they've partially paid. Not able to be a part of this session tonight for one reason or another. to see how it goes. We will be right back, and we're going to let you guys catch your breath. Leah Overton side by side with the 95. So things started off with a little bit of domination from the Sims2Serious cars. You never want to dominate in your own league. It never looks good, but it's always a good feeling when they do well with your setup. That said, since then, it's been a huge change. You've seen Royal Sims work do well. We've seen Overton Speed Shop do well. Now we're seeing Overton himself take a pretty commanding lead. He's got big help from the number 57 right behind him, and the 62, who's an independent car, running quite well. These guys try to fall in line. It looks like the 62 is going to be all alone on the outside, leaving him in the 27 as well. Those guys snake down the back straightaway. A lot of those Royal Sim Sport cars who may be a little too loose, way off in the distance. Up front, the Overton Speed Shop guys. Looks like they went with the sealed off front. And it seems like the cars with the sealed off front are a little slower. They're not able to cut through the air as well, but they're much more stable because all of those cars with that strategy have been able to maintain their spot up front, while we've seen some cars that aren't quite sealed off, like the 99. Have some big moments, and some other cars have some near spins or actual spins. Right now, Christopher Darling currently sitting 25th out of the 26 cars that started this race. We have John Mullins, who I believe had some sort of moment back in 24. We saw Matt White just a couple of moments ago on lap 22 or 21, coming to lap 22, spin off of turn number 4. Line action there. Ooh, the 37. We just talked about how those cars seem a little on edge. I think you guys might have missed them in the stream. That was a 37 big moment. You can see he's fast. He doesn't really have the nose as far off the ground, but he's definitely loose. We've been able to see it's a great looking car. Currently, the only car one lap down. And running 25th with just an 8th of the race through. Look at those leaders coming single file. Look how big of a gap they've now created over that second group. Just about 3 seconds behind Ryan Bauer, who's the last car in this front pack. Now they're all single file as we're starting to get closer and closer to pit stops. We're going to leave you guys with a short break as we will be right back. So strong cars. We got some Royal Sim Sport cars over there, such as Aaron Mack and more, and there they go, pit stops. The 16 comes in. The 95, the 62, the 7, and the 9 all sneak their way on. There goes the 95 into his pit box. See if these guys come in. Now these cars are all way behind the leaders. Up front we still have guys like Cody Dempster up front. So there comes some of the first group of cars pitting. Here comes the second group. Let's see how many come in here. This is lap 33, and there's some of the Royal Sim Sport cars up front. We're going to see more of the same. Oh, a little bit of a spin, and oh, some very good damage. That was the number 88 car. Heavy damage for the 88. That might have to be his first, almost for certain be his first fast repair. Pretty heavy damage right there. Alright, sorry for the delay there, guys. I was just a little lost on exactly what happened. So here's the replay. It looks like the 99 goes underneath the 33. This is what caused the caution, and the 33 just misjudged it. Absolutely misjudged it. That's highly unfortunate. Let's see. Caution at that point was out. These guys flying by pretty quickly, but nothing after that, I believe. And he probably just got towed. His race is not over yet. He does have one fast repair, but a couple of incidents right there at one time. Unfortunate to see, but it's what happens. Green flag coming out, and for the first time today, the number 27 car, Ooh, that's a huge jump. Sleeping number 69, 27. Jonathan Cogswell will lead these cars to the start-finish line, and he will lead himself a lap. Behind him is the 15 of Matt White. We haven't seen him up front all race. Then you have the other Bryant brother, Todd Bryant and Mikey Bryant in the 85. And look at this. These guys are already getting racy. Up front, Dempster may have had a moment right there, got loose and had to go way down to the apron. Collects himself, comes back up the track. He's going to find Tim Weinkoff and an associated team with the Galloping Esports. Up front, though, Matt White only took him about 3/4 of a racetrack to go find that lead. You see that car with that big stance. He's making the most of this. He is still circulating around that track on the outside line. But look at this. At the stripe, I believe that was the 85 of Zach Howell, who is going to end up leading that lap. So it took him 3/4 of a lap to get the lead. It took him less than maybe an 1/8 of a lap to lose the lead on the outside. Now you have another one of the guys who's been racing up front this entire time. That's Rhett Nichols in the 00. He's getting a huge shove from who else? The pusher all race long, the 62 of Cody McCauley. We haven't seen him push anyone and everyone to the lead, and he's doing it now at the 00. Maybe a little bit of stagnation towards the front of the field. At the stripe. Oh, couldn't tell. That looked like it was maybe Zach Howell that time. So they catch another lap car. Cody Dempster's the car to watch. They come through. And, oh, the 37. Yep, that's exactly what happened. The 37 clips him. Multiple cars involved. Unfortunate incident. Multiple cars. Big caution. Let's see what happens. So there they are. They're catching the 37. 37 car, I think, is the contention. Going through 85, slides out. 37 is at least half a lane too far down. And clips the 66. Tries to hold it towards the wall. And just brings it down to a stop. There he goes. 00 leads him at the stripe. That is Rhett Nichols right behind him. And Cody's looking like he's going to make it 3 wide. Yes, he is. He's got a great jump on the second row. He's going to go all the way to the lead. Maybe not quite. 95. Not getting a whole lot of help there. Great look from this blimp view. We're starting to thin the field out. Up front, Cody Dempster, no help on the outside. 27 Congo. Ooh, there's a big shove to that 00. 95, he can slide into third, right in front of the 69 of Bryant. And that leaves Cody all alone on the outside, so that big push didn't work after that. He lost his drafting partner, and that 95 tucked it in below, and there's that 00 car continuing to lead. About up front. Look at this big group of car. We still have some great racing. It looks like Tim Weinkoff, who's only expected to run part-time as he's an Arcus Series team member for Thomas Prater and Max Force Racing. Among other Arcus racing teams, looks like he's going to lead. Oh, big crash behind him. Multiple cars involved. Oh, man. That may have been the big one. Cody McCauley got plenty of damage. He was one of the best cars all race. He has been taken out. A few more cars. That's not a very good look. That is the 62. There's the 16. This Overton Sweet Shop team was looking so good all race. And Jonathan Cogswell, not sure if he used his quick repair yet, but look at what the state is on his car. He is just trying to wheel this thing back to pit lane, and that's in a straight line, guys. That is very, very unfortunate to see. Not fair for that 27 at all. Let's see what 00. Let's squeeze it out. 00 went a little high, saw that he was going to be in a bad spot, and oh man, multiple cars involved. Heavy damage for a lot of guys.
On broadcast.
All right, well, we are about to go back to green. We're sitting on the top flight car. We're working our way back towards you right now. How is the race going on your end? It looks like something a little crazy happened just now.
Yeah, well, not making any new friends, but the thing's been interesting up here. A lot of fast cars trying to make moves, and not really too many people staying in line like we did towards the end of that first run we had. But hey, I'm not pissing off too many people, so that's good.
All right, well, good luck to you. I'm going to go back to the broadcast booth.
All right, have fun up there, Bubba.
Yep. There goes the pace car. Pace car is in. We are about to go back to green. The 95 getting the spotlight. Ooh, with his 54, may have been trying to let his teammate in the 66 slide in. The 95 is going to tuck in right behind him. 54 maybe spun the tires or something like that. Not quite sure what went wrong there, but up front, everyone trying to be single file, trying to be calm. Martha White car was up front in the lead at some point, still on the lead lap, currently running 8th behind him. The 62 of Macaulay has damage now, unfortunately one of the best cars this entire race prior to that point. Not sure if he has any quick repairs left, but if so, hopefully he saves them towards the end. You can see this on the outside. That looks like the 57, the 18, and the 7. All of these cars coming back towards the front. By the way, Ryan Bauer is the first car one lap down. He has been begging and pleading to be the lucky dog. Caution after caution. He might have it now. That top flight sim crew is flying towards the front. Great run for all of those cars right there. The top flight team, they've been involved in a couple of different incidents. This is kind of their last shot, and gonna make the most out of this last quick repair. At the stripe, the 7 went from all the way in the back almost to the lead. That quick. I mean, what was that? Just 2 laps. But here's the thing, he's still a lap down. He's just trying to get his lap back. You know, and if you're that 88 car or the 23, you are just kind of hoping that maybe the car comes out right away and you're not in it. As that top flight crew is a big line of cars, some of the strongest all race long. Looks like they're all going to cleanly pass all of the S2S cars. And more on the inside. Ooh, the 18 got a little loose. He's going to go high. That's going to make this 3 wide, a little bit awkward. Those guys are still some of the leaders at the stripe. They're going to be 3 wide here with Steven on the bottom. And they straighten themselves out. You never want to see disorganization in the lines. As soon as you get disorganized, that's when you see the wrecks. They figure themselves out going in the corner, though. And amazingly, Ryan Power, lost half a car length while his team was trying to figure out whether or not they wanted to pass each other or what they wanted to do. And ooh, they are still sliding all over the place. Travis White making a bold move towards the back. That was the 23 who slid straight from the top to the bottom. Ooh, these cars are all loose. You can tell that all these cars are very loose. We started this race in the late afternoon. We have now fallen into the straight up nighttime. We still have over 125 laps to go. 4 rows of 2x2. I believe that 2x2 racing is caused by these guys are trying to get their lap back. And right now, they're doing their best to protect their teammate in the number 7. The outside, the number 23, he's trying to get in front of him. Oh, they're going to touch each other. 18 is going to spin going into the corner. Can he stay on the apron? They're wrecking everywhere now. Everyone's involved. That's going to be Cody's second one. Unbelievable. They all wrecked trying to avoid the 18 sliding back up the truck. I don't even know who's left at this point. Looks like the 64 got through there clean. And the 27 got there mostly clean. A monstrous pile up. Some damage for the 95. Mostly clean there. 85 looks good. The 88, that should do it for him. So what happens here that the 57 is going to he just gets a shot from the 62. 18 slides down, and oh, I think it was the 23 who just lost it. 18 just naturally came back up the track. I see a lot of damage from a lot of cars. I think the 18 is actually going to get away with maybe having the least amount of damage there. See what happens to this 23 car. I think he's the one who, I don't want to say caused it, but I think he's the one who got loose. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he gets loose right there after he hit the wall again. He's going to take out a handful of cars. Just nothing that could have been done. Once that 18 got the shot that he did, he was just trying to keep that car from going up the track. And everyone checked up, which just made it worse. I think if everyone was able to keep going, you would not have had that happen. And that's very unfortunate, as I do believe that's going to be the end of Cody's race. Let's see what happens to Cody. You're in a Sims 18 car right in front of him. That shot left, right in the worst place scenario. He's already checking up. He knows what's going to happen. And there he goes. He gets hit on the 18. And just nothing he could have done. There was just nowhere for any of these guys to go. That is absolutely the big one. That is absolutely the last thing you want to see happen. And that is going to take out a lot of good cars. To talk to you before I go up back to the broadcast booth, Cody, what did you see there before that impact?
A car in front of me.
Just nowhere to go. It looks like the 57 got a bad bump from the 62. He's been pushing and aggressive all night. He's been racing clean for the most part, just an awkward shot. You guys are doing great though. Racing up front, I think between you and the 00, the first half of this race has been led maybe about 50% by S2S cars, so you guys are doing a good job. But do you think you're going to make it back out there, or going to be competitive still?
Out here, I'm lined up behind the 54. We'll see if I'm competitive. We don't have any engine damage, so we're just going to ride around again and see what we come up with here in 20, 30 laps and see if it's worth running and see if we have a shot at still winning this thing for S2S.
All right, good luck. Green flag backed out, the 62 and the 57 all alone, pretty much the only cars we've been talking about all night in terms of speed. Sims2Serious Sports pushing the number 62, that is the 57, behind him 27, and Jonathan Cox that we had just heard from him. Still quite a few cars on tracks with that last track. Everyone kind of had maybe used up their quick repair early. And a lot of cars taken out right now. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 15 cars left on the racetrack at this point, and a handful of guys with some pretty severe damage, including that number 23 who's got no front bumper and he's sliding way back. Meaning that this race is pretty much up to just maybe 13 competitive cars, and some of the guys that we haven't talked to or talked about much at all tonight has been the Royal Simsport cars, the second faction who's been hanging out back all race, and now we're going to have pretty much a 100-lap shootout. I imagine with very few cautions all the way to the end, so we just had one car on the track. The ball multiple laps down slides way up the track. That was a dangerous situation. Oh, the 27's going to spin. That was the 95, the 27. The 27 spinning, the 95 spinning. It's either having damage. I don't believe so. Maybe some on that 95. Oh, they almost clipped each other again. Oh, man. A lot of damage on that 27. Kind of comes down. Oh, maybe he thought he was clear. 95 slides way down. Ooh, that's not even healthy for the car. You see that 95 in the distance, I don't think he hit anything. It's just so fun to watch because one group has been just racing, has 3 cars with severe damage or multiple laps down. Oh, they're going to spin again. Multiple cars again. Got a shot from the 23. Who else is involved? I think that'll do it for the 66. The 62 may have avoided it again. And then, I think the 23 just gives a shot. Oh, just turns. And the 66 is going to, pow, that wall. The 62 gets a lot more lucky. I don't think he get anything, but that should do it for Cody. 64, ooh, gets a huge jump there. Another independent car leads his first lap in Canterbury. Number 64 sends them off. There are 4 cars in this first breakaway. 2 independents, the 62 who's another independent. So sorry, 3 independents and a guy without a teammate because his other teammate couldn't make the race due to a wheel issue. So top. Tim Weinkoff, the leader, the 95, way down to the bottom, trying to find his pit box. Maybe got lost. The 54 turns down. Big shot. Misses his pit box on an unbelievable change of events for the leader. All right, here we go. We're about to go back to green. Caution right there at the front. The 64 gets a huge jump on the 97. He's going to lead this lap, and he's going to lead him to green. Here comes the 97. This gets right in front of his teammate on the outside. The 62, he's going to be looking for a little bit of help. Here goes the 97 back to the outside. Wants to go take this lead. He separates himself from his teammate. The 77 tries to go up there. He's going to get blocked out by the 62. He's going to go try to push his teammate to the front. And how about the 95 getting his lap back? He is back, and he is going to go try to win this thing after being multiple laps down, being involved in an incident on pit lane. He is all the way up to third, fourth place. I can't believe that 95 has been all over the place. And we have a strong, let's see here, we got about 9 cars that are still racing on the lead lap for this win. The last 2 cars left is the 54 and the 23. They're both only 1 lap down still on the track. So it's 11 cars realistically left up to speed, still on the racing surface. Other than that, there's a lot of cars, lots of laps down that are still putzing around. Ryan Power being one of them, Andrew Ball, but up front, the 64 with the 97. On the inside, on the outside, the 95 giving a huge shove to the 62, who's been the pusher all day. He's got to find it. Might be slowing down a little bit. They go into the corner. Oh, the 64 slides up a little bit on the 62. Nolan's in the 64. McCauley into the 62. Stephen Milk in the 95. No one on the outside. Here comes Aaron Mack, who's been hanging in the back all day. From the back, Mack going to the front end. Just like Pat Milk cuts down to the bottom and leaves the 62. That might have been a little premature. He was about to get a little help from the 35. He's got a clean race car. They pull up in the 23, who went a little high off the bottom more than probably necessary. That was a scary moment. And here comes the 95. He's going to get in front of the 62 now. And just like that, the 35 is going to slide down to the 95. Made his bed, and now he's got no one to help him on the outside. Until the 62 goes and reaches him again. These guys are playing pinball. I'm just going back and forth, trying to figure out what line's going to move and which way is going to be the best, because a lot of guys who made the decision to hang out in the back all race long, and they're finally going to take advantage of it now here at the end. And there's guys who've been racing up front all race long who still have cars left to go make something happen. And we're going to hope we got 20 laps to go that this thing's going to go green all the way to the end. Go around. That's the 88 on the apron that they're passing now. He said he is multiple laps down. The 88 currently sitting 12th. Starting on the outside of the front row. Up front, though, the 95. Still trying to make something happen on the outside. Yeah, it's just been amazing to watch these guys work. Really trying to make something happen. And the 62 and the 95, they tried one way, then they swap, now they're trying another way, and they can't seem to get past the 64. Maybe a little bit more organization now. The bottom lane's going to get a big push. Outside line. Maybe he's going to lose a little bit of ground going into the corner. 4 on the outside, 4 on the inside. There's Aaron Mack. He's going to go try to give him some help. Good morning to you, Aaron, by the way. Oh, the 64 gets loose. He's onto the apron. He's going to try to merge back onto the track. Great job. What a great save by the 64. That's going to give some help, though, up front to the 95. And his ability to go catch those leaders. Catching up on a few lap cars. I think this is really going to make things interesting. 54 stays high, stays out of everyone's way. A lot of separation now in this group. 95 is all but falling off of this group. Look at the 95 though. He's about a second behind. He must have gotten loose or something. Missed that one in the shake-up of things. They're also going to work their way around the 9 car, put him one lap down in the 99 of Andy Wall. The run from the 85. He's going to get blocked by the 62. That's going to slow them way down. The 62 knew he was not going to be a part of that run. He wanted to be a part of it more than anything. Nothing going for them there. 6 cars trying to make something happen. The 62 trying really hard to make something happen. Lap 199. Because the 7 pulls off from the leaders. Respectable move from that number 7 car. 97 all alone. Only 4 cars up to the leaders now. The 35 slipped back, maybe got loose again. 77 trying to make something happen here. Final lap. 62 gets blocked by the 77. He's going to push him to the lead. 85's having a great run. That's Zach Howell. Howell's trying to find a hole, trying to find a place to go. The 97's going to go try to go get his teammate again. The 85 trying to go to the outside line. At the stripe, it's the 77 is Zach Neal. Wow, what a race.
Hell of a finish, guys. Congrats on the win there, 77.
Unbelievable. First of all, congratulations on getting the first win in the Sims2Serious Esports Cup Series. How did that happen?
I was just drafting my teammate the whole race, kind of laying in the back, you know, and just kind of biding our time. And there at the end, we got a good caution. It came out there late. We didn't have to stop late in the race for a caution. And I seen I don't know who it was behind me coming on the outside, so I jumped out there to pick up that draft, and I don't know, just pushed me to the...
I mean, it's got to be dreadful that 97 is doing such a great job. You guys did such a great job between him and your teammate in the 97. Zach Howell, who was drafting with you guys, he's listed as an independent, but he worked with you guys great all race. To finish 1, 2, and 3 while riding in the back the entire time, I mean, that was just a great strategy. Is that something you guys planned beforehand, or was it just based on the first few laps of the race?
Oh, no. Well, we talked about it earlier, like yesterday a little bit, and today we just decided to stay in the back and lag behind and try to miss all the cautions, and it paid off for us. 97's a good teammate. Zach's a heck of a driver, and Aaron, he's great. Good.
It was a lot of fun to watch. I'm interested in seeing how Aaron fell back to 8th. I may have missed that on the final lap, but it was fun to watch nonetheless. You're right. Zach Howell is a great driver. He was running up front at one point. Dang near won the thing at the end. 3-wide finish. I'm going to go talk to your other teammate now in the 97. Thank you so much for being here. And again, congratulations. A great points day for you. You think you got the best shot at the championship?
I don't know. We got some tough tracks coming up. I'll just have to get a lot of practice in and see what I can do.
Well, you definitely had a good start here. Good luck to you, Steve. Thank you. 25, top of 3. About to check up. Oh, they're wrecking. Stay there. Stop, slow, bottom, middle. Keep coming to me. You got a little damage. Watch the car coming off from the apron. Jeez.